Hello everyone, and hope you're having a great day. I am Dan Blaze and welcome to Totally Random Stuff. And today we're going to address the Jets fans, and this is my New York Jets 2023 prediction schedule. I saw this on a Colin Cowherd show, I believe it was 3 days ago, so that'd be Wednesday, the Wednesday edition. So I have this sitting here up on my screen, got it written down here. I'm going to go through your Jets schedule and see where I figure you guys land. And you're not aware of this, but I usually do pretty good. So starting off, and this is going to be a surpriser, week 1 against Buffalo, your division rival. I know most everybody's going to figure that the Buffalo Bills will take that. I'm on the other side of that fence. I give that win to the Jets, starting out the season with a win. In week 2, they're at Dallas, and I have to give that a win to the win against Dallas as well, at Dallas. And I know Cowboys fans are not going to really like that, but quite frankly, if you look back, Aaron Rodgers has never lost to the Dallas Cowboys, and Dallas is one of my 2 teams, and so I give that as a second win of the season. So a good start, 2-0 to begin the season for the Jets, and then at home at week 3 against the New England Patriots. Also going to be a win. So I believe that the Jets are going to start off the season 3-0, and the Jets fans, I'm sure, will feel good about that. Some of them will be like, I'm not so sure, but there's a really good, strong chance that they go start the season 3-0. And week 4, they're at home against the Kansas City Chiefs. Hate to say it, but unless the Chiefs struggle like they have been known to been at times during the beginning of the season, I think this is going to be a win for the Chiefs, and they hand the Jets their first loss of the season. So there's 3-1. They're on next week. They're at the Denver Broncos, and Denver's still trying to get everything together. Sean Payton's a new head coach, but I think that Aaron Rodgers, he seems to be gelling a bit more than a lot of people gave him credit for. He's looking a bit surprising as far as his body language and his verbiage. So I'm going to give that as a win for the Jets. And on to week 6, you're at home against the Philadelphia Eagles, the defending NFC champions. Eagles are the Eagles, and I hate to say it, but that's going to be a loss, I believe, for the Jets. The Eagles, I think, are just going to be too much for just about everybody. Again, we'll wait and see. But they've been on a steady incline, and I just don't see that stopping right now. So going into the bye week, week 7, the Jets will be sitting, I believe, at 4-2. So yeah, 4-2 in the bye week. And then coming out of the bye week, the Jets will be at the New York Giants, the battle for New York. And I just don't see the Giants being able to pull away with that one. When it comes down to it, the Jets just have the better quarterback. They've got a better defense. The biggest problem for the Jets is their offensive line, and with Rodgers' mobility, he could shave some of that off, and hopefully the Jets will make some acquisitions before free agency ends, and I think they may. There's a good chance there, but I give that win week 8 to the Jets. Now on to week 9. Hosting the Chargers, and I don't think they'll be able to get past the Chargers. I think it'll be a really tough game. A lot of these are going to be tough games. The Chargers, sometimes you just don't know what you're going to get with the Chargers. Sometimes they can put up a 21-point lead and then lose it in the second half. We've seen that before, and not to say that they will, but they have, and not that they'll need that to happen, but I think on that day, week 9, the Jets outdo the Chargers enough to grab a win. Now on to week 10 at the Raiders. I don't think there has to be a whole lot needs to be said there. That should be a win for the Jets. That's going to be a win. And then on to week 11, they're at division rival, the Buffalo Bills. And I don't think they'll be able to sweep the series. The Bills, if they had anything going on in the early part of the season, they should be over it by then. Not to say that they will, don't know, but Buffalo's been kind of here and there. They got to fix their defense. They got to fix their offensive line. They got to get a running game. Maybe their offensive line isn't quite as a bigger problem. The biggest problem they have on the offense is they need a running game. But I believe that's going to be a loss for the Jets. So week 12, hosting the Miami Dolphins, and at home against the Dolphins. Biggest question there is Tua going to be healthy? We've seen his problems last season. A lot of people thought he shouldn't even be playing anymore, but here he is. Which is not surprising, because that's what football players want to do. They want to get on the field. But I'm going to have to give this one to the Jets. This one to the Jets at home, whether Tua's there or not. And that's a big question mark on the Dolphins season. Will Tua be healthy for the whole season? Can he get through an entire season and stay healthy? And on to the next week. Week 13, hosting the Falcons. There's not a lot going on with the Falcons. That should be a win. I'd pencil that in as a win 10 times out of 10. And then on to week 14, very much the same scenario. Hosting the Houston Texans. That's a win for the Jets. And that shouldn't, not really a lot to talk about there, because it's the Texans who really aren't doing anything. And then week 15, they're at Miami. I think they're going to wind up splitting that series, so I'm going to have to give that as a loss to the Jets. I think they're going to wind up splitting the series. I think they're going to split the series between the Bills and the Dolphins. And that's week 15. So week 16, we've got, they're hosting the Washington, formerly known as the Redskins Commanders. And that should be a win for the Jets. Their defense has not been, it should be better than it is. Time will tell. But when you got one defense that should be, but isn't, but we'll see, against a defense who has the sauce. Enough said? I kind of think so. So that shall win week 16 against Washington for the Jets. I think something wonky might be happening week 17 and against the Cleveland Browns when they go to Cleveland. And again, we don't know what Cleveland's going to wind up doing, but they should be better than what they were, and we'll see what Deshaun Watson brings to the table after having a full season under his belt and returning. So we'll see there, but at the moment I'm going to give that as the wonky loss for the Jets. And then rounding out the season, week 18, they're at the Patriots, and by that time the final spots for the playoffs will be getting put together, and I have the Jets winning that game at New England, sweeping the season series, and ending the season at 11-5. And that should definitely be good enough to qualify for the playoffs. I believe the Jets will make the playoffs. What kind of noise they'll make inside the playoffs, that's a new season altogether. We'll wait and see, but it'll be fun. And so 11-5, there's the possibility of a 12-4. There's a good possibility of 12-4. Could even see 10-6, but I don't think it'll be any. I think it'll be 11-5 for right in there. And Jets fans, I hope you like that. I'm generally pretty good at calling these season predictions. So best of luck to you. You're going to do well. Have faith and confidence. You've earned it. It's there. And things are looking good and bright. Like, subscribe, and share. Thank you very much. Have a great day.